how do you guarantee you're going to raise money for your deal? Like if you're raising money to acquire real estate or to acquire a business, I mean, this is something that we see a lot of people come up to us, and how do we make it so that there is a 0% chance that we're not going to raise money? And this is something that I personally had to, really look at a lot, because I mean, our company assists people in raising money, and obviously we're in that business, and we're called raises.com and everything. So how exactly do we make sure that there's 100% chance? The cleanest and simplest way, it may disappoint some people listening, but the cleanest and simplest way would be to focus on debt rather than equity. Like I get it, everybody needs equity. The equity is important. We're going to focus on helping people raise equity, but focusing on knowing where the debt comes from and making sure that there's no equity needed is probably the quickest way. And I know everyone hates that answer, but that's the answer to the question, because we've seen results the quickest that way. And frankly, when there's a sponsor, so somebody raising money, either they have the money available for the down payment, or the seller is willing to loan the owner of the person who wants to buy the business money to acquire it. Those are usually the quickest deals. We spoke to an investment bank that closed $25 billion in the last year, and their managing director told us verbatim, debt always moves faster than equity. And it doesn't take a genius or a tycoon to tell us and to figure this out. But basically, that's part of the reason why, quick plug, we actually guarantee the debt portion of people who are raising money to buy a business or to buy a building, as long as it has some connection to US real estate. And ideally, what you want to do and you want to guarantee it is first understand that the debt moves faster than equity. Make sure that either you or you already have investors that can fund a down payment. We assist people in doing that, but it's just a lot of work. So understand that if you want to get the money guaranteed overnight or anything, which doesn't exist without much work, get a deal that is small enough that you can afford the down payment. And then the third thing is make sure that it's attached to US real estate. And then make sure that the seller will be willing to, lend out money in exchange for you owning the asset. That's the way to guarantee it, and I hate to give that answer, but that is really the truth. The reason why equity is really hard to guarantee in many cases is because a lot of the agreements say that you can't guarantee a return to protect the investors. You cannot guarantee that the investor will make X amount. You can only make it super likely. So one way that we've seen to work around this is when people raise money, to lend money out. So let's say you want to raise money to lend money out to people who want loans. Let's say I want to find investors. So what you do is you promise those investors 100% of the money that you raise will be going out to loan to other people, and they'll be in something called first position, meaning that they won't have the liabilities of being on quote unquote a second position. So first and second position, to those who don't know, first position just means that you're loaning somebody money, for like, let's say you're a bank, you're loaning somebody money for them to buy a house. It just means that if the person doesn't pay back the money that you owe them, then you can take over the house, or the business. So that's first position. Second position means that you're subordinate to that first person who's taken over the house. So you take over the remainders. And so I guess the purest, better forgive me, this is just for, I'm just explaining it for the masses here. So, but those are pretty much my thoughts. And if this video made a bit of sense, if it helped you, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and share this video with somebody that you can benefit from this video. And feel free to book a paid consultation at raises.com to set up your private equity fund if this is something that you'd like to learn how to do, especially if you want to acquire businesses or real estate. And with this, we'll see you in the next one.